Hi, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to Exotics of the World TV. Now, if I look tired, it's because I am. But it's all my fault. So, burning the candle at both ends, there we go. But, you didn't come here to listen to me moan about my nights out. I can now say that the Burmese python enclosure is essentially finished. We just have to kit it out now. So, the only things we've got to do is varnish it. So we're going to get the varnish this week, commencing the, I don't know even what day it is to be quite fair, but this coming Monday, we're going to be getting the varnish and we're going to be tackling it. And then we've got to wait for the varnish to actually cure. And then we can then pop the pond liner down and then start scaping it. So, this is where we have got up to. So, yeah, like I said, it is completely finished. Okay, so I'll take, it's a little bit dark, so, it will go darker, but I will take you to have a look inside. But first off, let's just have a look on the outside. So, the only things we've got to do now is attach those decor panels to the wood itself, and then we're going to have the foliage ones going up there, just so it breaks it up a little bit. Like I said in the previous video, we have the glass coming with our vivariums. But yeah, let's have a quick look inside. So, there we go. So you might see obviously the pond. I was just having a bit of a play about with what iteration, how we're going to actually do it. So we're still having a little bit of fun with that. But yeah, so all of this needs to be varnished. So all of that, all on the inside, the back, the side, the roof, everything's going to get yacht varnished. And then we're going to have the pond liner roughly up to about here. So the plants are going to have a really nice deep substrate that they can actually properly grow into. And then once we have yacht varnished, it's then going to be time to start popping silicone over the screws and the nails and stuff, just so it's all proper, like nice and secure in. It's not going to blow, that type of thing, because I don't want to be spending all of this dollar and then it break in a couple of years' time. So realistically, by the end of this week, obviously apart from the door and the windows, which obviously I've explained about in previous videos, this will probably be ready for planting by the week after. So we've already got some of the plants and whatnot that we plan on popping in there. So we're going to pop some like bamboos, some cordylines in there, some really nice big stuff as well. Now, the actual design of the enclosure is a little bit elusive to us. So we've been doing a lot of researching what the jungle is actually like, where they're from. And there's so many different photos that we can choose from that look absolutely amazing. So there's like forested clearing areas, there's like creek areas. So we're not 100% sure what line of tact we're going to go in. I think maybe a combination of the two. So I think give arboreal access. So obviously if Princess Pancake wants to climb, she can do. And then also give her some decent floor space. We have also been toying with the idea of inside is kind of like scaping and ramping it up. So at the start, like where you come in, the floor level's quite low, and then it goes up and up and up, kind of a bit like a bank. We've been playing around with that idea, but we're not 100% sure on what we're doing. But yeah, so in terms of building work, that Burmese python enclosure is essentially done. And for those of you that have just jumped on, this Burmese python enclosure is 20 foot long by 6 foot deep by 8 foot tall. So she's a big lady. She's a big lady. And the guests as well, when we obviously do like the workshops and the educational talks and stuff here, people will be able to go inside of the enclosure and experience it. So we kind of want it to be like a little slice of the jungle in sunny old Cleethorpes. So so you can obviously book on and whatnot. Unfortunately, we are still no further on in terms of an opening date. We still think it's going to be roughly around about end of August. But there we go. Also something that happened this week as well. 1 second, I'll show you outside. There we go. That's great. You might lose me a little bit because of the road, but it seems a bit quiet to be quite fair. But yeah, there we go. The sign is up, everybody. The sign is up. We're all here. We're all getting ready. It's going to be loads and loads of fun. Oh, there we go. So, yeah. So, sign's up. Burmese Enclosure's done. Now I'm going to talk you through what we're going to be doing next. So, unfortunately, we can't do anything with the Tego enclosure and stuff yet, just obviously until that window is done. But we've got some plans put in place on what we're going to do. So, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to design the kind of handling table, kiosk kind of area over here. And then obviously next to it is going to be the cave. So, we're still thinking on how we're actually going to kind of like design it and whatnot. So all the electrical box and bits and bobs are all there. So we're going to have to obviously build like the table kind of around it. But some of the other bits and bobs have started to come that we're potentially going to decorate it with. So I'll see if I can find it down here. There we go. So we've got a really fun actual like little explorer's lamp and stuff like that. Just obviously for a little piece of decor. And I think in here... there we go. So this is potentially, I'll just pop back in here. So this is potentially what we're going to pop essentially on the roof. So it kind of gives it that ish kind of like jungly vibe. We were going to go for like real bamboo and stuff, but in all fairness, guys, it's quite expensive, and it's even though obviously it's not outside, but it's not going to be as resistant to damage as those ones. But there's still time. We might still change our idea on that. It's not set in stone. But yeah, so that's next. Then potentially the cave. The vivs that are obviously going to be in here, they're all going to be already pre-built. And then the last thing is the sugar glider enclosure, which is going in this big alcove here. So that's how far we've got so far. So yeah, so it's all starting to like really like come together. I'm as ecstatic and excited as always. Again, like I said earlier in the video, still a little bit tired, but you know, I'm still excited for the prospect of actually what's going on here. I genuinely do believe we've got something fairly special. But yeah, anyway, on that bombshell, I'll leave you. Hope you've enjoyed the video and the little update. Again, as always, if you've got any like comments or want to know anything, pop them in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you do give us a like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next update. See you later.